So welcome people, this is Coach Law here. You already know, Zoo Health Club, and we got another member here that just finished her workout. Had a couple of questions for me, so it was going to be easier to answer these questions because I'm pretty sure someone else had the same questions in mind during their journey. So before I kick it off, I'm gonna allow her to introduce herself and ask the first question that she had lined up because she had a good 5 in the pocket. So we're gonna knock out all these questions real quick. So welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Let
Hi,
us know who you are.
Elizabeth. I'm Elizabeth. I'm just beginning with law here, and today he killed me. So, but yes, I did have a question.
All right. So before that question, just quick recap. We are completing our first 30 days. So in your first 30 days, there's always a lot of questions, a lot of new things that you have tried and experienced. And what she's going to make sure she is doing everything correctly, because there are some things that is a lot challenging, and the best way to overcome that is knowing how to resolve those issues. So what was that question?
So I think probably one of the biggest challenges is caloric intake. And I have never been one to really count my calories or fat or carbs or whatever. Thought I had kind of a handle on that just by eyeballing it. But now that I'm really specifically looking at it and you're giving me this 1,600 calorie intake with, breaking it down, it seems like a lot. I have 2 challenges. One, am I going to get fat?
Always the question when you get a meal plan.
Yeah. And secondly is I feel like I'm having a hard time eating that many calories, actually. I mean, just really getting that many in a helpful way, not like just some crap food. So that's just the first kind of 2 points.
Okay, so first 2 things, always a great question. It's always funny when everyone does a consultation, because I always ask, like, how is your eating? And the first thing is, oh, I eat. Yeah. I eat enough. I eat a lot. And I'm like, no, not really. Not when it comes to clean eating, whole food eating. But to answer your question the first way, and we talked about it a little bit, was focusing on just the calorie portion first. So we got to look at how many times you eat and snack throughout the day. So what would be the number you eat and snack without looking at the meal plan? So you remember, when answering these questions, you don't answer the question as how I want to hear it. I need to know the truth, so then we know how to make progress.
I think my biggest problem is morning. I'm not a morning eater. And so when I wake up, I do, my Bible study, I do all my things that are important to me, coffee, but I don't eat. And so then when I work out, which is usually around
10 o'clock,
that I'm not going to eat really big before that. So by the time I eat something, it's my post-workout shake. But that's late,
right?
And so how many times? I would say that would be my first snack. Lunch is late. Then I have another snack, and then I have dinner. And I think that you're maybe exposing my biggest problem.
All right, so now she broke down one of the things is adjusting her schedule based off of how her lifestyle is. So you got to remember, people, your lifestyle is your journey, and you don't want to switch it unless you want to be aggressive with your goals. So she broke down and said 3 meals, 1 snack. So that is an easy breakdown for us. 1,600 calories. Our goal will be 400 calories per meal.
Yeah.
So when you break down those 400 calories per meal, let's look at it in a smaller way. Your protein shake is 200 calories by itself. Right. Your apple is roughly around 50, 60 calories, if this is the meal plan. People, I'm just eyeballing it. I don't have her meal plan in my head right now.
Yeah,
but then,
right.
So then we have your peanut butter. Your peanut butter is 90, so we're already at almost 300 calories. We add 2 rice cakes on there. That's 100 calories by itself. That's 400 calories in that one moment.
Get down like that. It's so
It's so much easier, right? Now we are looking at her daily calendar. So we have 1,600 calories. We got 140 grams of protein, 160 grams of carbs, and 44 grams of fats. All right. So if we break that down, she says 4 times within a day. So that's how we spread everything out. When it comes to your calories, you want to use the bigger bulk of your calories at your highest activity day.
Okay.
All right, so we already created your meal plan, and from your meal plan, this is what I created.
Right.
Now, the cool thing about this, people, is she came to me about this, so before she does her check-ins, this would be something that we would talk about and discuss, so then we can always make improvements each week. Now, because you don't want to eat heavy before the gym, what do you have on there?
Pineapple.
Pineapple. Now that pineapple is going to be her quick carbs. That's easy digest and process, and it's not going to make her feel full, bloated, gassy, or anything in that degree. What it's going to do is it's going to give her a quick jump start into the gym and help her metabolism pick up, and you have the energy while you're here.
Okay.
Immediately after is what?
My post-workout shake.
All right, so next is her shake. So she's good with her shake.
Yeah.
Now it's just about timing.
Yeah.
So if you eat your pre-workout meal 20-30 minutes before you come in, you already got one of your snacks out the way.
True.
You already told me you bring your shake, you leave it in the car. She needs to leave it in the refrigerator. I don't want her getting sick, but we'll talk about that afterwards.
Okay, check.
So now you already got 2 out the way.
Okay.
It's 11 o'clock and you have until 7 o'clock, let's say that's when you go to bed, to get 3 more meals in.
Yeah.
Now, how we want to adjust with these 3 meals, as you can see, is you got your breakfast next. So having your late night brunch at 12 o'clock would be your ideal thing.
Okay.
And then in 3 hours, you would want to do your next meal, which would be 3 o'clock, and your final meal would be at 6 o'clock. The thing is just wanting to set your alarm and be active with it.
That's what I got to do.
The biggest thing is what you told me prior, is if you struggle with getting your food in, and I struggled before because I was 130 pounds when I was 30 and couldn't put on any weight, and that was because my activity level didn't match what I was wanting to reach. So I know if I want to eat, I have to do an early workout or cardio. So once I got into a rhythm of doing my cardio, and it took me 21 days consistently of doing it, my body woke up and was like, hey, I need some food in me if you want me to move out today. But if you only train how many times with me a week? So those other days until you said it today was you were not active.
See, that's the thing.
So your body doesn't need the fuel to do it until later because it's used to what you're already doing.
Yes.
So now that you got that situated, the only thing you got to make sure you're doing now is on the days that you don't see me, being productive.
Yep, and that's what I'm doing.
So once you get into that production phase, then you'll start to see your metabolism pick back up.
Okay.
But in the beginning, we just want to focus on your calories. If you can't get the macros portion, it's fine in the beginning.
Yeah.
The blueprint is to get as close as to that meal plan as possible, but if you can't, look at those grocery list options and get as close as possible until your body adjusts to it.
Okay.
In the beginning, remember, it's your journey. So if you went from eating 1,000 calories to 1,200 calories, guess what? You made progress.
And that is it, because I really limited my calories because we always think, I'm 54,
And looking fabulous, people. Look, got her blushing already. Man!
I always thought, seriously, though, and I know women feel this way, no matter what age they are, that the more calories you eat, the bulkier you'll get.
The bulkier or looking too masculine.
Yeah, which some women want. That's fine. It just depends on what your goal is, but that's not true, right?
Right, it's not true. You got to remember your body is just like a car. If you're wanting to take a family road trip like you did over this weekend, you have to fill it up with gas, right? The more you use your car, the more fuel it needs. But your car doesn't get bigger or smaller. It stays where it needs to. You're just preparing it and getting equipped. So if you're going to come in here and you're going to get tortured from these workouts, you have to fuel your body how it needs to so it can come back the next day and you can pick up that strength. Because you already remember, we started in the playground in the middle, and today we graduated to the weights. And to improve in those areas, we got to keep feeding that engine. And with that, we'll be able to engage. This is why you got to communicate with your coach and trainer and send in your check-ins, because that's how we'll make those adjustments. So we know 1,600 calories is too much at this moment, but we know it is not too much what her body needs. It's just too much what you consume right now. So now we just adjust. Hey, I don't want you to focus on 140 grams of protein. I just want you to focus on the 1,600. 400 calories, 4 meals a day. That is the goal. Tracking it with your MyFitnessPal that's connected to the app is going to be easy. So now we already know you wake up, you do your daily routine, have your coffee, but immediately you know after you do your routine, pineapples is first. Once you got your pineapple, you already know you got your shake in the car. You already got those 2 down and it's knocked out. And now the only thing you got is your 3 meals that you need to knock out in 8 hours in one day. And then repeat that throughout the week.
I come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And you're good to go. And then on the days that you don't work out, guess what? You only got 3 meals. So your body's going to be like, you know what? I'm hungry. And that's what we want. We want our body to be able to speak to us to let us know the metabolism is kicking in. You're doing a good job. Now make sure you keep it up. So I hope that answers that question. And I hope that helped y'all out. What was your next question that you may have had?
I forgot.
All right, other than that, people, I do have her feedback because we are getting ready to wind down her first 30 days. So just tell me from start to finish, how was your experience? How'd you get introduced to me? And what is the plan for you?
Okay, so I got introduced to you through a friend, Natasha, who comes here, and she's in awesome
Thank you, Natasha.
shape. And I said, that woman will know where to point me, and she pointed me to you.
Absolutely.
So my goal is multifaceted, I would say, but I want to get really toned. I want to just, as I age, I want to be strong for my children who are teenagers and going into college, and for my grandchildren hopefully one day, and just stay healthy, look beautiful.
Absolutely. Hey, she is already at it and hitting these goals way before she came to me. Now we just highlighting those areas, so while she makes sure she's going on trips, vacation with the family, she is feeling at her top-notch self. So we already got the routine mapped out. We already got the game plan. So we are winding down in these first 30 days. We did a lot of improvements, and I'm just talking on my side. You know, that first week here, we hit lower body. We did a lot of body weight movements. She came to me and was like, I don't sweat. And that first day, it was like, Maury.
Just say, yes.
Yeah, definitely. It was opposite day when we came into the gym, but it was great. But now what I can tell you, we came back in today. We was able to improve from start to finish. We got to the weights. We were able to lift a lot of heavier weight this week. So it's really great to see what we got going on. So other than that, y'all stay tuned. Until next time, we are out because she has a shake that she has to drink, and she has other things during her day. Other than that, we're out.